Alright, now all that's left is the 9th question, the top secret invisible ink question, which you can't see here, which is, what are your plans going forward? And thanks, Reviewspot, I'm happy you asked that one. Right now, I've been collecting more of the Marvel stuff on the 4-inch scale just because the Legends aren't available. So I'll probably keep doing that and then picking up a lot of the older Marvel Legends that I missed for some reason, or, well, because I got late into the game and you just have like a whole decade's worth of stuff, and then, you know, the offshoot lines. And honestly, I have kind of liked some of the more recent offerings from the Marvel Universe line where they've started to get to doing more unique sculpts, but I mean, it's still an outrageous price point for them. DC Universe Classics, I don't know how much more I will pick up this. I mean, the other day I got my Copperhead loose. I paid, I think it was like $10.75 shipped. Came with a pin. So obviously that's a bit more than I wanted to pay for him, but I was just looking at him and I was figuring, you know what, I'm just not as tremendously into this line as I used to be, but hey. I did pick up the Wave 5, and I also picked up the Wave 13 now. I actually got a pretty kick-ass deal on that. It was $75 plus 15 shipping for the 7 figures from the Wave, as well as the 1 Cheetah variant, the Modern. So, I mean, that's a total of 90 shipped, which, I mean, that's an incredible deal. I think it works out to be something like $12 a figure, even when you factor in shipping. So yeah, that's pretty damn cool, but I mean, going forward, I mean, there aren't like as many characters that I'm interested in coming out in recent waves. I mean, Manhunter I want to pick up, Raven I want to pick up, then some of the Collecting Connects I want to pick up, but between the rate hike and just the fact that so many sculpts are reused and so many of these characters I just legitimately don't care about, I mean, it's kind of getting to the point where I probably won't really be bothering with them as much. Especially because I'm mostly interested in, like, the Batman universe, and then, to some extent, the Teen Titans universe. And then, like, some of the other major stuff. The other really big part of it, too, is, I guess a few weeks ago, or maybe even a month now, I was watching one of, like, Sentry's question-answer segments, and, like, he was mentioning that he'd be collecting for like the rest of his life. And I was thinking, you know, if I keep buying kind of at the rate I do, eventually it's just going to get really cumbersome to keep this much stuff around. So I definitely do want to tone down. I mean, originally I was buying a lot figuring that, I mean, there's just so much that I do have to pick up. Like, I was kind of like behind on because I didn't really have something in terms of a collection. But at this point I do have a pretty sizable collection, I think. I mean, I must have at least 60 DC figures, probably 80 Marvel for the 6-inch scale. So hey, you know, I guess I'm good in some extent. But I mean, obviously, a ton of stuff will keep coming out and I'll keep picking up. I mean, even though I don't think, say, the Fiercest Foes line is spectacular, I picked up that Hobgoblin, for instance. He does look kind of cool in some poses and some lighting, but I'm kind of disappointed with him, but I will do a ton of impulse buying like that. Because they're just like kind of cool little things to pick up every now and then, but probably won't be as gung-ho as I once was. But knowing me, I'll probably end up caving and buying that casual Saber Figma of Hobbylink Japan, as well as some other Figmas, despite the fact that I know that Figmas are really kind of overpriced, and I mean, to some extent, you know, they're good if you buy one, but I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense to buy a bunch of them. And hey, whatever, I still have to actually start reviewing Figmas and Revoltex, and actually I even have some Queensblade stuff. I'm not sure if I'll ever review that. That's not very modest. In general, though, I mean, some of my favorite things are kind of impulse purchases, such as the Penguin from the Imaginext series, who's adorable, and my Batman from the Batman Brave and the Bold that I picked up on clearance at Walmart. Well, I still actually have to upload the review for him, but I mean, it's just a really cool style for him, even though I don't really like that cartoon. Oh no, Zax fell, but yeah. So ends my secret ending to the Census. You know, thank you to whoever actually bothered to make it to the end. It's a crazy long video. I don't think probably a lot of people will have made it to the end, or they might like fast forward or something. But yeah, until next time, folks.